Hello guys, so we're going to get into a hoof cleaning video for today. Get into some gross things. Here, don't mind that up there. Okay. Um, we're gonna get into some gross things, a little more lighthearted for today. So, once again, we're watching this video. The Hoof GP is pretty much the only guy I watch for, little hoof cleanings and shit like that for. So let's get on to it.
We've got a cow in the crush with an incredibly sore back left foot.
That's loud.
And it's little wonder when the pressure is this high that it is so sore. This is the Hoof GP.
Guys. I gotta mute it for copyrights. Just trying to get past that.
By trimming back her toes just
Right
that
here.
little bit, and I'm fairly confident she's going to be outside or lateral.
Y'all have to imagine, like, how shitty that smells. He's taking a hot ass grinder to, like, a cow foot caked in shit.
Cloth, so I concentrate my efforts there.
I'm sorry,
We can all
guys.
see that she doesn't really need all that much material removed though, so it doesn't take me very long at
Yeah,
all
my
with
girlfriend
the
is
grinder
laughing at me, guys.
to get this
It's
foot
alright.
completely and utterly back to the correct length and completely balanced. And now that that's done, let's try to chip away at it with the knife.
And experience tells me that a small black dot in that area is worth concentrating on. So that's exactly what I do.
Wow, that's hard. It's like I'm using the world's bluntest. Wow, that's hard. It's like I'm using the world's bluntest knife. I'm not, but it looks like I am.
So whilst it looks like that dot is going to come to nothing, experience tells me that when a cow is as lame as this cow is, the most likely cause is a highly pressurized press deep within the core of this cow's hoof, and this dot is a direct link straight to that cavity.
Oh, shit.
Eureka!
Ugh.
I found the cause of all of this, and it is explosive. This is slowed down more than 30 times the speed of reality.
That's straight in my mouth, can you see it?
Yeah.
Look, you can
Fuck.
see as she's breathing, look. See that, look, as she's breathing, look, her heartbeat.
Poor
Isn't that
cow.
incredible?
Oh, me bugging out. Ugh.
I think what we'll do is we'll thin the whole thing out with a grinder and we'll get a block in position. Do I get a large block, please do it.
Now that we see this problem in all of its glory, it's little wonder it was causing such a huge issue for this cow. These pressurized can and often do make cows completely and utterly immobile. It's thanks to farmers like the one who owns this cow that we attend to them very quickly and can indeed get them over problems like this relatively quickly.
I can't believe that literally hit me square in the mouth. I have had worse things in my mouth, but it's certainly the worst thing today. It'll get all this mess and you know what, cleaned out of the way. going to make sure that this doesn't track much further up, which, well, it definitely does track a bit further up, doesn't it? You can see it does.
Oh god.
And we're just going to try and take a little bit of weight from this actual wall horn. I think that's about all we can get away from it. Doesn't look fantastic, but actually it's a fairly clean trim. Spray it down with iodine, obviously, and wrap it up with salicylic acid. There's a little bit of dermatitis around this farm. It's not a major problem, but I'm definitely slightly cautious that it could penetrate those sort of delicate tissues and cause a real problem. As it is, just leaving her like that will be good, because that pressure will, unfortunately, you all saw the pressure. So as Derek wraps up her back left foot, I clean out my mouth with a little bit of fresh water, which is easier to swallow than the previous fluid.
What was wrong with that stuff?
I thought his mind had slipped into the sewer there. And of course, we are obviously going to turn our back right foot as well. So actually, this back right foot is slightly more overgrown than her back left. So we reduced the entire height of her whole sole on this outer claw, still being very cautious not to over trim. We shorten the tip of our toes so that they are exactly the correct length, and then we begin to model out both soles with the grinder. Sometimes you can get away with just using the grinder, but on this occasion, we're going to use it as well. And when I've been trimming these back feet, the boys have trimmed her front feet.
So that this cow is in the crush for as little time as possible. I don't know what it is about slowed down knife strokes, but to me, they're mesmerising.
Lovely. So with one final touch, she'll be ready to go. And that final touch is to reduce both of her inside dew claws, because for some reason, they're both about half an inch too long. With that down her back feet go. You can see how she's walking, which clearly isn't well at all. She still doesn't want to touch the floor with that foot. And it's little wonder, because I've been poking and prodding at it with all sorts of different tools. I am confident though that we've done a lot of good for this cow. It's just not apparent right now, but hopefully in the next couple of hours that pressure release is really going to sort of hit home and that block will come into its own. Anyway, for now, that is everything we can do for her, but we will revisit her in about 4 or 6 weeks.
Guys, that was lucky nasty. I think that was, well,
When you're flying through the air, time stops.
fuck these ads. Okay, that was all for today. We're gonna make this short. Yeah, that was actually quite disgusting. Well, y'all have a good night. Peace out.